You ready to get on it? Huh?
Yeah, let's go.
It's late at night.
It's not late at
Saturday.
night.
Well, it's almost 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Yep, it is.
It's Saturday.
Come on, Pete, get it out of my face.
Hey, we're making. Well, huh?
Well, are you ready to get started?
I don't know. Are you?
Yep, let's go.
Are you gonna holler at me for getting the camera in your face again?
Okay, we're gonna have to start again, Pete.
Why?
You just said these weren't funny. These were supposed to be serious. And
All right, let's start again. Well, you know, they're supposed to be. Ready? 1, 2, 7, 9, 4, 6, 8. Here we come.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
All right, you ready?
I'm
Looks
ready.
like you've been working pretty hard today.
Well, I just got through doing yard work.
I can tell.
Yeah.
The sun's setting in the west today.
Oh, is that something
Yeah.
new? You act like it's different.
Over here it is. You gotta get this done. Do you
Yeah,
even
it
know
should have been done
Okay,
days
let me ask you a
ago.
question since you're a professional. Do you even know what we're doing?
We're going to put a car in primer, I think.
But we gotta do something else before that.
I thought you were...
I thought you were the body shop girl. I thought you knew all the answers and all the tech tips and answers and stuff. Well, have you ever heard of seam sealer? Do you know what seam sealer is?
Yes, but see, you were already supposed to have it all ready
No, I
for
didn't.
primer.
Oh, okay, sure. Since I worked on it all morning getting it ready.
You didn't do doodly.
Yeah, I did.
I asked Trevor. Trevor said you didn't.
Oh, let's believe
Trevor said
Trevor.
y'all
Let's
didn't
believe
do
Swampy, the guy that sits on his, where's his stool at? Okay, stool sitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Technical Assistant, Advisor. All right, now, put the camera in here, see if you can see in here. All right, what we got here, we got a car that's been media blasted. Now, media blasted is a different type of blasting than soda blasting. I thought that this was soda blasted, but it's not. So, how did I come to that conclusion? Is that what you're asking me, Minnie?
Yes,
You're supposed to coincide, see?
How did you come
Because
to
when
that
I looked
conclusion?
inside all the gaps and stuff, it didn't have soda in there. It had media type material, okay?
Ah,
Now,
protective.
they did this. They took all the seam sealer out. If you look over there, that's the original side. Just kind of get a good little. And then this over here, this is where they replaced this section. So what we got to do is we got to come back in here and put all that seam sealer in. I don't know if you can see that. If you bring the camera right here, you can see some light down going through there. Do you see that?
Yeah, see
Okay.
it.
What the seam sealer is for, that seam seals all the gaps up so water and moisture doesn't come back up into your car. So I'm going to go ahead and seam seal the drip rail. Okay, now that was seam sealed from the factory. Now what the deal is you got your drip rail door jamb section up here, or whatever you want to call it. And the roof panel is separate, and that's all spot welded in here. So to keep moisture out of the car, okay, I don't know if you can see that groove right in here where my finger is. Can you see that?
Kind of.
That has to be seam sealed. So to get the ball rolling, we got 3 tubes of seam sealer, which I don't know if that's enough or not. Go ahead and, okay, this is one brand that you can purchase. There's many different brands. This is the brand that I use. It's very fast drying and it works very well.
And it can be painted over without having to put anything on top of it, right?
Exactly. So we're going to take us a paint stick. And what I'm going to do with that paint stick is I'm going to come over here to my drip rail, see? And what I want to do is I want to measure that paint stick. Okay, do you see how I'm doing that? Okay, and I'm going to cut me a stick off, just like that. So that's ready, see? That way I can take that paint stick and I can go just like this. Do you see what I'm saying? To make the drip rail flat. So we'll leave that there because we're not using that right now. I also got me another paint stick, okay? And what I'm going to use on that is when I seam seal this in, I'm going to take that stick and I'm going to flatten it all out, see? So it doesn't look sloppy. So we're going to go ahead and cut our tip off, just like so. Get yourself a typical caulking gun. Okay, this is just your average $4 caulking gun. Okay, to do this job, you're also going to want several white balls, okay? And a white ball is a tack-free rag. It's called White Ball, that's the brand. Tack-free, lint-free rag. You're going to want several of these to go with it. So we're going to start with the back here, if Minnie can kind of get inside where I'm going to be caulking over here. Okay. All we're going to use to do this with is our rag and our paint stick. I cut my caulking tip, if you can see that, I cut it at an angle. Do you know why that is, Minnie?
To make a nicer bead.
It makes a nicer bead and it forces the caulking down into the groove, okay? So we go ahead and we get up in here, just like so. We're going to go all the way down as far as we can get. And if you watch real close, I'm pulling the trigger and pulling back the caulking as I'm going, see? Do you see how that is? You want to make sure that you put enough on there, okay? And then you want to take your paint stick, alright? And what this paint stick's going to do, that's going to push it down in there and give it a nice finished look. Just like so. Okay. It's got to give it the factory look that the factory had on it. Do you see how I'm doing? Start right here. And if you notice, I did that on purpose. Can you see how skinny the bead is on there, Minnie?
Yes, I
Okay,
see that.
that's because I was moving too fast. Okay, what you want to do is a nice even flow. See how I'm doing that? You want to make sure that you get it on there nice and thick. It's very important that you have a proper bead. This will never be seen.
It'll never be seen because you're going to have paint over it and then your
You're gonna
carpet or whatever you...
So you don't have to get
Put it in
that
the
real picky with it. Now, you see how I'm doing that?
Yeah,
See that?
just smoothing it out, which your stick is forcing it into the groove.
That's right. Okay. So we got our trunk area, all right? And we're also going to go down this section right in here where water might be present. If you can see right here where I'm doing it. And we won't go ahead. See, we're going to go ahead and just leave this look like a bead. See how I'm doing that, Minnie?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to reach in here. I'm going to... Okay, then we're going to come over here. We're going to get this section right there. Now, if you look at that bead right there, we're going to leave that just like it is. How does that look?
Looks great.
So, we just did our trunk area. Everything looks like it's caulked in, beaded in, and we're ready to move to the inside of the floor. So, Minnie can go on that side.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.